everyone, I'm Emma. Today I'll tell you introductions to newspapers, what we need in the newspaper structures, and Korean tradition. I'm saying this because I'm in the newspaper community, and this newspaper was about Korean traditions, and I saw a show. Now let's start. What is the things needed in a newspaper? First one is who, what, when, where, why, and how. Who is the person or that creature that did it. What is what occurred, what happened. When is the timing. Where is the location. Why is the reason, and how is how they did it. Structures of the newspapers and things that we did. I'll make a new newspaper about Bong Bong eating 234 chickens. And now let's start. The title, the headline, the main title of the article. So in my case, it'll be something like, a dog named Bong Bong ate 234 chickens in a day. Let's do that. Byline, the name of the journalist or the writer. Emma Kim. Lead, the opening paragraph with answers to the 5 W's and 1 H. So be who, what, when, where, why, and how. So who? Bong Bong. Bong Bong did what? Bong Bong ate 234 chickens. When? Bong Bong ate 234 chickens in October 29th, 2015. And where? In Korea, South Korea. Why? Because he starved for so long that he wanted to eat 234 chickens. How? He used his hands to take the ribs and eat it. Now the body is a detailed information, background facts, explanations, or context. So how do we get even detailed? So when I said when, it was like October 21st, 2015. We can go even deeper in exact timing, like 11:34 p.m. to 11 a.m. like that. And how do you get deeper in with where? Is like I say South Korea, then you can go deeper in like Gyeonggi-do state, and the house maybe in Emma's house on the couch near the plant. And why, you can go deeper in like he starved and he was so hungry, blah blah blah. And how, you could explain more. He can use his claws to toggle on to the ribs and then eat. Now the quotes. Sometimes quotes you can think of quotes like from books, like from people, famous people who say good things. Aren't those quotes like good words that make up confidence? It could be that, but in this case, quotes is not that way. It's statements from people. Yes, it is. Witnesses, experts, officials to add to perspective. So you might be like, well, it sounds like you're saying it sounds like statements from people, like about witnesses, how to be kinder. Like, for example, I know a good one. For example, Martin Luther King, I have a dream speech. Isn't that a quote? Yes, it could be a quote, but in this case, it's different. So it's like quotes from actual officials. For example, scientists that are proven facts. For example, Wikipedia or Google or ChatGPT. All those resources could be quotes. For example, let's go old style. Let's go from a book, and the book title could be food chain, how much food the animal will eat, difference. And then you could find a page that says a dog could eat 234 chickens if they starve for a very, very long time. And you can quote that and then put it in your article. Newspaper, and it could be an actual fact that people could believe in because it was proved scientifically. So you could trust that resource and say, that wasn't an opinion or a story, it was real. Wow, a dog could eat 234 chickens if it starved for 24 days, as it says on the quote. It could be like the resource, or it could be kind of like the example, or the example, or kind of like the resource. So that will be very important to show that you're stating the truth. Now next, photos and captions. Wouldn't it be so boring if there's no photos or captions? So if you look at an actual newspaper, there are at least few photos. Normally it's all about politics or fun stuff, let's say. For example, there was a party going on. in this case, I'll have a photo in a party newspaper. I'll have a photo of, like, if it's a birthday party, I'll have a photo of that birthday party. And captions are just tiny writings right underneath a picture. So it says where it was taken, who it was taken normally, and it also has like the birthday party on June flight, and when it was having fun, it had drinks, it has cakes, and blah blah blah. So in this Bong Bong newspaper, I'll have a picture of Bong Bong eating 234 chickens, and I might say Bong Bong eating 234 chickens in a rush before Emma catches him. So I'll write something like that. Now, conclusion. The ending that wraps up the article. So it would be super weird if it ends with quote, like there's a mark and then it says Bong Bong, dogs could eat 234 chickens only when they starve for 24 hours. Then it'll be like end, and you'll be like, huh? Then you have to read all of that again to see the wrap up. So the conclusion is kind of that job. So it tells you the wrap up. For example, you could say Bong Bong ate 234 chickens in South Korea, Gyeonggi-do, and where? When? In October 21st, 2015 at 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. because he starved for so long and he used his hands to take off the ribs. That could be the conclusion sentence. Sometimes with less important or forward-looking informations. Now next, let me tell you about the Korean traditional show. So this Korean traditional show that I saw had performances like 청송곡, 대풍류, 세상에서 아름다운 것들, 동창이, 월장면, 동네학춤, 오태석의 흥보가 중 박태령, 동타령, 춘행전, but I like 동네학춤 most. So 동네학춤 was this performance right over here. It was 4 people dancing like the Sacha Boys from K-pop Demon Hunters. And I saw it in here. 예술의 전당 국립국악원. And this is a place with a lot of beauty. 예술 in Korean means pictures, drawings. It kind of means like art. So it has art, definitely, things that you can touch. Like art pieces, like drawings and other things. But this one was a performance, and it was also art of our tradition and performances. I hope you had a great time with me learning about Korean tradition shows, and my favorite one, 동네 학춤, and where to see it, and structures of a newspaper, the 5 S's, 5 Y's, and the H. Who, what, when, where, why, and how, and the structures, title, byline, lead, body, quote, photos, and conclusion. And I hope you really watch this performance. If you really like Korean tradition, or you're Korean yourself, and you want to experience that Korean feeling. It was really fun watching it, and there were really many Americans. So I was like, maybe that's because K-pop Demon Hunters got a bit more interested in Korean tradition because of K-pop Demon Hunters. I hope you all have a great time, and I really hope you see this. It might be boring at first, but it was really fun. Thank you for listening. Bye!